My name's Gregory Gorski, and I'm an AV technician. It used to be more or less just kind of dealing with classroom maintenance for projectors and setting up events like that, but it's kind of branched out over the years. Now we kind of pretty much are in charge of almost every event on campus, whether it be an outside event, inside event. We set them up, we film them. Most of the time now, we used to split up the editing jobs, but now for the most part I do all the editing, so most of the events that are filmed on campus, I tend to edit them. I would say I always like editing because you can sit there in your own world and something could take 5 minutes, take an hour, depends on how much you're into it. Other times, if someone comes in and says, I want to film a video about comic books or something, now you've got my interest. I think it always depends on what the person, what's coming in the door that day. I always had like a fondness for film and production. I was actually a student here. In 2003, I was the first group of guys to come in. And once I graduated, they pretty much immediately said that day, the day of graduation, hey, we have a position that just opened, do you want it? And I've never looked back. It's been, I hate to say this, it's been 15 years now, but I still love it, so. I mean, I was always a fan of comedies, so like, if we're going that route, like actors, it'd be like Jim Carrey, like Dana Carvey, all the classics, like Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray. I mean, who doesn't love Bill Murray? Directors, probably was like Tarantino, the usual suspects for the most part. I'd say when it comes to editing, everybody has their own style. We all follow the book to a degree, like, the basic stuff, but I would say my style definitely is not conventional sometimes. Like, I know some of the rules you're supposed to follow are organized. I'm not the most organized. To me, it's organized chaos. If you looked at my folders, they're all over the place versus what the book told you to do. Not the best strategy, I would say, but it works for me. The next person comes along, I may have to teach them what I was doing, so. Have patience. Lots and lots of patience, because as I've told students in the past, every time they film something, it's never going to be perfect. You're always going to critique it. You're always going to want to change it, and that's perfectly fine. Just don't go crazy. Like, there's going to be a point where you're going to be satisfied. You're always going to want to change it afterwards, but you can still be satisfied. So don't drive yourself crazy is my first part. Another piece of advice, just take the patience with it.